They should never have touched her. Her name was Lena Torres, age 14, taken from a humanitarian vessel by the Dravac Syndicate during a deep space raid. A child. A civilian. She posed no threat. Yet the Dravac tortured her. Out of curiosity, cruelty, boredom. They streamed her cries across the black markets of the outer sectors. For profit. For entertainment. They thought humanity would bark and whimper. They forgot who we were. The footage reached Earth's high command within 42 minutes. Global reaction? Silence. No speeches. No declarations of war. No threats. Instead, a single message was transmitted from the Defense Corps. Project Revenant, activate. Deep beneath the Siberian crust, in a vault sealed since the last solar war, systems came online. Cryo chambers hissed open one by one, revealing forms covered in frost, armor embedded directly into scarred flesh. They were Earth's final option. Not just soldiers, relics, legends, the revenants. Genetically enhanced during the darkest hours of Earth's history. Trained in wars that scorched continents. Too dangerous to keep active in peacetime. Too valuable to discard. So we froze them. Until now, 13 rose from their cryo beds. Among them, Captain Mira Shaw, callsign Mother Iron, who once held a planetary gate alone for 6 days. Corporal Imani Reese, known as the Ghost of Riyadh. And Unit 09, real name unknown, thought to be half machine, half rage. They were given the footage. They didn't ask questions. They simply geared up. The Dravac operated from a war barge known as the Spine. It had shredded fleets, burned colonies. It had never been breached. The Revenants didn't bring a fleet. They brought a drop pod. The Spine's sensors detected it too late. By the time they scrambled interceptors, the pod had pierced the hull, straight into the core command deck. The Dravac generals laughed at the size of the force. 13? We have 20,000 troops. Then the lights went out. And the screaming started. Captain Shaw led the charge. Her hammer, yes hammer, cracked Dravac armor like glass. Reese moved through shadows, throat slitting and vanishing before bodies hit the ground. Unit 09 didn't use guns. He was the weapon. Limbs crushed metal. His roar shut down communication channels. The Dravac tried energy cannons, mechs, plasma nets. Nothing worked. Within an hour, half the ship was theirs. By the second hour, the Dravac begged for mercy. But humanity hadn't come for war. They came for Lena. They found her in a biolab, hooked to machines, barely breathing, but alive. Reese disconnected her gently. You're safe now. Lena, dazed, whispered one word. Why? Captain Shaw looked at her with eyes colder than the cryo vaults. Because you're one of us. They didn't evacuate. They turned the Spine into a message. 3 hours later, it drifted into Dravac space. Powerless. Smoking. All escape pods ejected. Except one. Inside that pod was a data drive. One file. A video. It showed the 13 revenants standing behind Lena, now safe and bandaged. Captain Shaw stepped forward. You tortured a child. You wanted to see how humans break. She leaned in toward the camera. We don't. Then the footage showed what they'd done to the Spine. How they carved the Dravac symbol into its hull with corpses. The galaxy watched and remembered. For decades, the Council had debated Earth's strength. Some called them reckless. Others said they were emotional, too volatile, too young. But the smart ones knew the truth. Humans kept monsters under the bed. And when you hurt one of their own, they let the monsters out.